Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome in this interview.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's start with the first question. I would like to know more about you.
Okay, thank you. My names are Jacques Iradukunda. I'm a Rwandan. I had my high school education in an educational institution called TTC Save, and I hold a high school diploma in education, and I am now having my college education at Kepler. I'm doing business at Kepler.
Can you tell me about your past work experience?
Uh, Thank you very much. About my past work experience, I have been working for Off-Grid. It's a company that offers solar panels to people who live off electricity, and I have been working as part of people who train the employees. Whenever the company hires new people, they have to train them about professionalism and technology. I have been working as one of the team members of the trainers, and we have been training those employees for 3 months ago.
So can you describe a time when you worked well on a team?
Okay, thank you very much. When we were still in high school, we had a group project that we had to work on, and the deadline was approaching. At that time, we had a lot of activities to do, and you could find that we had that group deliverable to submit, and other students, everyone had his individual assignments, individual deliverables, and then all the group members seemed like they didn't want to work on the group deliverable. Instead, they wanted to work on their own deliverables since we had many tasks to work on. For that time, what I did, I tried to coordinate all the group members. I tried to call all of them one by one, and then we conducted a meeting, and then we decided on how we were going to work on our deliverable, and we finally succeeded.
So now, tell me about a time when you had so many things to do, tasks, and you had to prioritize.
Okay, thank you very much. I remember one day I had 3 class assignments. I had to go to visit my friend. He had graduated, and I had scheduled a visit with her. And I also had to watch a match. Sport and Apple, my favorite teams, had a game at Amahoro Stadium. And then for that time, the tasks that were very important and urgent were the class assignments, because they had a due time. I had to submit them by 7 p.m. and I had to start by those ones because they were like very important and very urgent. After working on those class assignments, I had to go and visit my friend, and I decided not to go for the match because I could find the match again on YouTube. When the match is over, they put it on YouTube so that you can go and watch it again. So at that time, I managed to work on my class assignments and then visit my friends, and then I didn't go for the match since I could watch it on YouTube. Thank you.
So can you tell me about the time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty? How did you handle the situation?
I can remember in the last week I had a lot of activities. We have been training employees for Off-Grid. Off-Grid was hiring new employees, and we had an issue of we didn't have computers for our trainees, and we had to be using hard copies. And then one of the nights we had a promise that we should be using computer the next day, and then the same night there had been a problem that the computers could not be available for the time that we expected them to be available, and then it was already 10 p.m. for that time, I had to find a printer. I had to prepare the materials, and then I printed all of them just at the night because we had to use them early in the morning. And though I went to bed late, but I managed to work on all those activities that were not planned on my on my daily work schedule.
Wow. Well, can you tell me about a time when you worked effectively under pressure?
Okay, thank you very much. I have a small business that is already running, and one day we had 30 customers who wanted our product, and then it was the time when we had meetings, we had other activities to work on, and I had the class activities. Customers were calling, and my manager was also calling me, please go and work with the customers. My instructors at school were calling, please come and attend classes. And all of them were just calling me importantly and putting me under pressure. And what I did, my classes had to take place at 5 p.m. and at that time it was 3 p.m. I managed to board a car, and then I went to serve the client before, and then I came to class after having worked with the client, and I was successful.
So, Jean-Jacques,
Yes.
I'd like you to give me an example of a time when you showed initiative.
Okay, thank you very much. A friend of mine was coming from France, and he had to reach on Kigali International Airport at 7 p.m. And I was not the only one to find someone from abroad. We were like 70 people waiting for our friends who were from abroad. And then we expected to see them at 7 p.m. But at that time it was already 8 p.m. and we didn't see any of them. As we waited for them, we were in confusion. We didn't know what happened to them. Some of us were saying maybe the plane didn't come, maybe there's a plane crash, and then we didn't really know what was going on. At that time, I took initiative and I went to the airport officers, and I asked them what happened to the plane that had to reach at the airport at 7. As a result, he told me that the plane had an issue, had a delay, and it had to reach at the airport at 8:15. And then I went back and told my friends that the plane was not reaching at the airport at 7, but that it had a problem that made the schedule change to 8:15. That's when I took initiative.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to share with me that I didn't ask before?
Thank you very much. Apart from what you have asked me in the interview, I'm hardworking, and whenever I set a goal, I make sure that I achieve it. So working with an organization or with any other company, I have to make sure that the goals that the organization set have to be achieved on time, and making sure that they are very successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jean-Jacques.
Okay.
Okay.